So I'm Alison McLoughlin. I'm Clinical Research Development Lead at East Lancashire Hospitals NHS Trust. So I'm very aware especially in the current climate and with the NHS, that economic evaluation is really important and integral to what we're doing and the way that we'll be able to move forward. And I knew that it was a skill set that I didn't possess really in any way. So from a personal point of view, I wanted to learn some skills and some knowledge, and it was really useful for that. But in my role as development lead, I support other people in research funding and capacity and capability building generally. So it was good to be able to support other people and at least be able to signpost them on to other sources of support. I'm not sure what I expected, if I'm honest. So I'd done the previous RaCEEs without the extra E. So I knew that they were well run and managed and achievable. So that, because I have to say I was a bit apprehensive having no health economics background. But yeah, the team were really approachable, really friendly. There was no problem asking any questions. The sessions were well organised, well in advance. The full day workshop was really good. All getting together and getting that peer support, and it was amazing how much work you achieved in that kind of setting, just setting aside a day to look at it. So yeah, really good. So I think it was some of the really simply some of the terminology and concepts, so that even when I'm like reviewing papers or thinking about things, I can think about them in that with that economic hat on. I'm by no way an expert, but it just gives me a better insight and better knowledge. But also I feel like I've got better links to the ARC team, so if I did need further input or support, I know exactly where to go. I'm not sure I've applied it directly as yet, but I think it does raise awareness, and for some of the more future dated funding applications and things that we're thinking about, we are considering some of that economic evaluation work. But I do think it's something that we need to definitely get better at, like I say, in the current context. I've had discussions with the clinical teams around it, actually. In fact, I've asked them to help me check some of the clinical stuff that I provided for the commentary. So it did open up conversations in that way, and hopefully it'll be useful for them in terms of supporting. I don't know if it'd be directly useful in terms of supporting practice change, but it definitely opens up those conversations because it's slightly different. So what we do is very different, if that makes sense, to what we appraised in the commentary. And it's finding that happy medium that works within context and funding and things. So yeah, it might not have direct significance at this point, but it's definitely opened up some conversations. Some of the things that we learned through the course definitely are going to have an impact on future funding applications, and also the way that we manage things maybe within the department. We're all having to justify why we do what we do, and sometimes money does speak louder than other things. So it's just getting that into the mix. I think the RaCEEs are excellent in that whether it's the ones with the economic or not, I think they're brilliant in terms of introducing people to the concept of critical appraisal, definitely, which is something that is needed more rather than application of research directly. So just because it's been published doesn't necessarily mean it's applicable. And being able to look at it, critically appraise it, see where the relevance is, what things are missing. I think it's a great learning opportunity for anyone, whether they've had no research experience through to people that have a lot of research experience embedded. I think it's still a good skill set to refresh and revive at intervals. And it's brilliant to put together the publications, and hopefully they've got an impact on practice as well.